Like, I call literally everyone here SK, yeah?
Yeah, it can do. Doesn't really make a difference. I just want to find out what the f going on.
If you're not answering, fuck it. It's fine.
Feeling all right, though? I heard you got hurt, DJ.
Yeah, see what it be, you know?
Yep, you did.
Who actually grabbed you?
Future, Miguel, Alan, Forehead, and Mike.
The hotheads.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it was it was not the easiest people to talk to.
Huh.
You want to know what happened? Are you
Did
wanna
you
wait
get a
for
word
people?
in?
Oh, bro, I rattled them.
Is that why you got shot?
Partially, but they okay. Well, I mean, John, let's just tell you everything.
Yeah, let's hear the story.
So yesterday, Matt got put in cuffs because he's washed. I managed to save him, get him in my car, and get away. So we had Matt in cuffs. We attempted the DOC approach. Cops set up a sting at the prison. They all essentially they were knowing that we were trying to get Matt out of cuffs. You know, Matt had been in cuffs for like 45 minutes to an hour at this point. So the plan was gonna be to take 2 hostages and exchange one for like Matt to get out of custody and the other one to get away, right? But there was a DOC lady that was working at Big Dog Noodles.
We didn't know that at the time.
We were kind of like strapped for time. She wasn't in the noodle place or anything. She was outside of it. Deke took
Wait,
her.
so you didn't actually get her hostage from the noodle place itself?
It was outside. It was like just outside.
She was outside of it, and then as I come up to her with a gun, she like.
Was she in
goes
DLC
inside
uniform?
and goes, I worked there.
No. But she so the initial thing was like to get her out of custody hostage way, but she was the DOC. It's called Catherine Windsor. But Deke didn't want to take her, okay? But we were strapped for time because the idea we had was like time, like restraint.
Yeah. You was in a rush. You need to get someone out of cuffs, right?
Yeah. So
Deke was
like, let's take. Deke was like, I have one, and then he was like, the other one's gonna have to be a worker. I don't want to take them. So I just said, just take them. We don't really have a choice. She's DOC. We take her to get Matt uncuffed. We do that. Fine. Whatever. We get Matt out of cuffs. All the boys go bed. Right. Go back to Grove.
What you do with the hostage after? You let her go or what?
No, we just let her go.
Rob her?
We just left her at the prison. No rob, nothing.
Bro, I literally gave her 2K for doing what she did.
Yeah. Kai goes in his head. These don't go bed. I'm waiting for Kai on Grove. Black G-Wagon pulls up. They're like, get the fuck in the car. So, like, obviously I know what it's about, right? I hop in. They take me to, like, across from the barrio. They named Deke by name. They were like, were you with Deke when he took Noodle Worker hostage? And I was like, no. And they were like, well, apparently he said, we don't care who you work for or some shit like that. Which I'll let Deke explain afterwards.
I'm assuming you said, we don't care who you work for, we're running out of time, we just need someone.
Nah, she was standing outside of the place. She goes, oh, I work here, walks inside. I said, I don't care, I need you now. Like, it's time, like, I don't have time. Like, I need you now.
Yeah,
I never said I don't care who you work for or whatever. Yeah, I don't care who you work for.
That's what I'm getting at by what I'm saying. You weren't saying
here.
you don't care on a fuck them thing. You were saying I don't care as in I really need a hostage right now.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't think the what he said would have changed anything because you remember that day when Finn took Jesus to do an oxy run? They pulled up on Finn thinking that he'd taken Jesus hostage.
He took Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he did take Jesus Christ on an oxy run.
So like,
I mean, they've always been on that kind of timing whenever their thingies get grabbed, right? Yeah. But like, sometimes in situations when you're in a rush, you gotta do what you gotta do.
We didn't like shut down the place or anything. There were still other people working there and shit, right?
Yeah, there were still 3 people working there.
Yeah, but they're again, I say they're all small details that they don't care about.
But they're talking to me. They basically ask like, the guys like everyone's gone bed. They get my radio, whatever. I was like, literally, everyone's gone bed. Like, what car does Deke drive and stuff? I was like, I'm not telling you. Like, and then they were like, give us context. So I told them the map thing. They basically weren't listening. They were like, we wouldn't have done it to you. So I turned around and I was like, we both know that Future would have done it to us. That was what they said.
But I would also low key argue that if they turn around and was like, we needed to get someone out of cuffs, you had a DOC working for you, we grabbed them. Be like, all right.
So they were like, oh, you had more options, go rob a cop. And I was like, bro, we've been trying to do shit for an hour. Like, this was the last resort.
Rob a cop or snatch a noodle worker who's got the shit that you need.
Yeah, and then they were like going on. And then they eventually, Miguel piped up like, oh, you suck dick to get in the Manor, you're always on the bench, like, I've never seen you in a war. So I was like, well, we just smoked you at a cargo ship. So like, what are you talking about? And then Miguel was like, well, I wasn't even awake.
But why is Miguel talking to you like that? He's not in the gang.
Bro, no, I mean, I'm guessing he is. He's
Get to the good bit,
but,
DJ.
I think they are now.
But then they're like, so I was like, realistically, I just did it to get my boy out of cuffed. I didn't do it to take someone hostage from a noodle place. And they were like, we don't care about if he was in cuffs. So I said, well, respectfully, I don't give a fuck about your noodle shop or your noodle employee then. Like, then they shot me.
And then what happened, DJ?
And then Miguel was still yapping. He was like, I can't believe you're talking shit whilst you're Manor. So I just span out, well, your gang disbanded. And he did not like it at all.
What did he say?
Oh, they were pressed. So they were about to drive away. I said, well, at least my gang didn't disband. They got out of their cars to talk shit to me whilst I was on the ground.
Bro put a Kevin Ram on him. Crash out
so
of
we
here.
were talking shit, and then I was just like, I was basically just like, all you do is yap. Like, just keep yapping, and then...
Why all of this over a fucking noodle employee, bruv? Like, what?
Yeah, no.
So when did you get shot? At what point did you...
When you was talking, when you was like...
So they said, like... Yeah, they basically said, we don't care that you had to get your boy out of cuffs. So I said, well, like I don't give a fuck about your noodle shop or your noodle employee. And then they shot me.
Right. At the end of the day, bro, it's Miguel.
But it was,
if he's there, you're never going to get any reason in the conversation.
It was literally like every single... And so Forehead was asking the questions, right? Every single time I answered, all 5 of them would respond to my answer.
Who's that?
What was it? Was this late, by any chance?
It's like 10 o'clock or something. 10, 11 o'clock.
My thing is it just doesn't really seem like there's that much motive to have that energy.
And there isn't. I personally don't really give a fuck.
I mean, let's not lie though, yeah? Let's not lie. Whatever gang Miguel is in, that gang inherits like 20% of a hard-on for the Manor, right? So that is just to be expected from now on.
Coupled with Future as well, like it's...
Yeah, the thing is, like Future has a dislike, but I would argue that it's a rational dislike. Whereas I feel like Miguel hasn't really had that many situations with us and has it. So like combine them two together, they'll just feel each other. I'll be real, bro. There's literally like, bro, we've been back what? A few days, like a good amount of us.
Decent.
It seems like some proper fucking dumb shit.
Listen, I said this to Steve. I was the one who made the call to take the noodle employee. They didn't rob shit off me. Yeah, I got shot, but just purely off of like the shit talking and rattling them, I don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. Like, I'm like chilling.
What made you say that they might still be looking for Deke?
So, well, the initial conversation was like, was you with Deke? What car does Deke drive? You know, like that kind of thing. So like, they might have let me go and gone for Deke if the conversation would have gone a different way. But I don't know. But beyond me saying like, I don't know, he's gone bad. They didn't like speak about Deke again. You know?
Didn't they make a comment like, see you on the streets? Didn't you say that?
Oh yeah, bro. Whilst I was down, they're driving away. Miguel was like, well, I guess we'll see you on the streets or some shit like that. But then I was awake for like another like 3-4 hours with Kai and Bones, and they didn't like spin or anything. It's like, you know.
I mean,
Miguel said
logically to me, right? Yeah, it would make sense. Oh, they grabbed our noodle employee. We got one of them, gunned them down. Right, what's next in the agenda for the day, right? And it's just that. It's increasingly more unpredictable with their new recruits, I would say. But I don't know, from my angle, ideally, I'd like to do something about it. Are we in a position to do that currently with being back a couple of days, the numbers we've got, and the fact we've barely got any ammo? Probably not. Comes down now, though, to are they on that and it just gets left as that, or are they just on there, they want to push us and kind of force a reaction out of us in a sense? Because they know, right? They can go and get Deke. That's what I'm saying, right? They can go and get Deke if they wanted to. And then they know that, like, we can what happens to DJ? We can palm off as a eye for an eye type beat. But if they then go grab Deke as well, it's like at that point they're pushing it. They're pushing the buttons and seeing what they
The
can
other
do.
thing,
Nicola, thank you for 20
they're
months.
looking for Deke. So we had a
Thank you.
racer helping us called
We will.
Blur. He was helping us through the whole thing. They asked, they took my radio and asked who's on it, and I said it's me and just some racer because they stemmed from literally a street race. My Matt got cuffed, right? And then this same racer, I was speaking to him. The G-Wagon that pulled on me pulled up to the start of a race. So like, they're either looking for the racer who was on the radio, or they were looking for Deke, right? This is after.
Was this
the fact.
after you got shot?
Yeah. After the fact, yeah.
One
Like
thing
they
I'll say
could have been
about them
looking.
is what
They
they're
could have been
on
looking for the racer.
one night and what they're on the next day is essentially two different things as well. I mean, it could just be worth a forehead phone call. And I just say, yo, I heard what's going on with this noodle shit. Like, I've heard one of mine's been gunned down. Like, not the best news in the world, but punch for punch, seems like. You see what he's saying? Because if he then turns around and goes, oh, nah, we want Deke, then we know where they stand, right?
I only spoke shit
Deke
about
thinks
the
they were
noodle
lurking
worker.
around the bank.
Yeah, they
They were
were.
lurking the bank hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like hard.
They might be looking for Deke, like in particular, to see if he's around.
They know what I drive. They drove past me like 4 times, so.
Well, then we have two possibilities here, really, right? One is we put Deke in a position where they'll see him and try to pick him up, and we're set up to smoke their shit if they do it. Or two, you make a phone call and see. Issue is, you make the phone call, you lose the element of surprise. If we send Deke into senior buns, 6, and we're 5 deep outside with class 2s, and they pull up and try to pick him up outside in a 4-door dubstep, and we just fucking rain fire into their fucking car and smoke their shit. We'll get
If
the
you
upper
do
hand.
that, if you do second option, you need to get.
It's the.
If you do the second option, bro, you need to put some big orders in because it's gonna go at it.
But yeah, I will.
The big orders can't happen.
This is the issue, though. This is the issue we face. Ammo-wise, we're super fucking limited. We could do that, and then I know what will happen. If we do that and we smoke them, we can then turn around and be like, oh, yeah, you know, you guys tried to grab Deke. It didn't go your way. It is what it is. We'll walk our separate ways. Shot and a miss, right? They won't walk away on that.
If that's any group other than Miguel and Future, I'd agree. But
Yeah, it's like you could knock it down to a missed shot, but not with them. They won't take that as a missed
By the
shot.
sounds of it, Miguel was trying his best to kind of make it go to a war based off of just what happened.
no, well, to be honest, like they were all like talking shit, like all of them were. Miguel like only like properly piped up when I said about the disbanding thing.
Which is obviously going to happen.
Listen,
yeah.
I have no interest of going to war right now because of the situation we're in numbers-wise and armory-wise. If it can be avoided, it should be. But if it's going to be one of them things where they're now going to push to get deep, then it's a...
Well, then,
It puts us in an awkward position because we
if
will
that's
have
the way you want to go, you're going to have
do
to make a
something.
phone call to Forehead. But if his response is, now we want Deke, then we lose our element of surprise.
Hear
And
me
we're,
out.
We're forced into it without an upper hand. But it also gives us the avenue to get out of this without it being a war. That's the two possibilities.
But the thing is, if they're going to grab Deke, they're going to do it either way, though. You know what I mean? Say for example, you do the phone call, and they say they're going after Deke still.
Yeah, they was going to do that anyway.
They were going to do it anyway. So putting him in that position, and we're ready, like they're going to do it either way. So
yeah, but the benefit of calling them is if Forehead says no, we're good. That's it. That's that. Then that's that. And if they do grab Deke after that, then either Forehead's lying through his teeth or they're in fucking big shit with Forehead because they've gone against what he said. SK's reasoning to call them would be to try and just get out of this without a war at all, and hope that Forehead is happy to call it as it is.
Yeah,
and not touch Deke.
It would be brain dead to just full go into it right now. Like if it can be avoided, it should be.
True.
Sometimes around here you get to a point where
that's
what I mean. Like sometimes you can't avoid it. We should be trying to avoid it here just because of the scenario at hand.
We also might have this fucking MC coming for us now too.
Oh, true.
That's
yeah.
gonna be fun.
YMC.
The YMCA.
I mean, that's
the
fine.
WSMC.
WSMC, yeah. So
The fuck is that?
We'll fill you in on this one. They're an MC based out of the little garage kind of yard by the casino, across from the taxi place.
Oh yeah. The old Lost MC compound, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah,
around.
Yeah.
So, I pull up to Sani. Two people stood at Sani. A guy that just sold us 120k materials, or this random guy in an MC. Obviously, we're going to allow the guy that sold us mats. I go for this guy. Ask him who he's with. He says fucking something MC. It's not ADMC. I don't care, to be honest. It's not Chaos. It's not ADMC. So I say, all right, get in the trunk. And he goes, I'm with an MC. I don't think you want to do this.
Oh, the classic.
And I said, get the fuck in the trunk.
Bruce.
And there's like this whole thing. He's like, so who are you guys? And I was like, we're the Manor. And then he's like, oh, I'm with an MC. I was like, I don't give a fuck. And he's like, okay, so who are you then? So I gave him my full govy. And then at the bank, I'm robbing him. And he's like, you going to give that back? I was like, no. He's like, you do understand that's going to be a problem, right? A sewer pistol and 6 grand.
Oh, God.
I was taking the weapons so that he couldn't pull some shit in the bank, right? But obviously, when his response to that is, we're going to have some problems if you don't give those back, I ain't giving shit back.
Matt tried to talk to him, and he just didn't talk the whole bank, even to people.
He was pressed, bro.
Matt kept asking, what did you say it was? The YMCA? And he was just silent.
Oh, God.
Silent
It's
the
like
whole time.
Warrior Spirit MC or some shit, bro. I don't fucking know.
Just hostages is
but-
the new group 6.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
So they might try to do something.
That might be 3 guns, though.
Also, I did get a response from
swear
him.
You want a fucking sewer pistol here?
Man,
What, from the text?
I got a
What did they say?
Yeah, that basically said, can't do orders that big. 100 of each and 50 for shit.
Yeah, I heard about the other... DJ told me about the other people,
Yeah.
that they had a limit, so that makes sense. That is another reason why I think a 4-head call is probably the best play. We'd be fine. We'd probably be fine with Deagles, but like if a couple fights don't go our way and we're down low on Deagles, and then you have to get the fucking class.
Again,
2s
though,
out
it's
or
not
whatever,
Deagles, it's the
relative.
ammo for Deagles.
I think it's the
too.
ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the ammo. We don't
got
have.
Ammo's
30
just a
Deagles.
bottleneck for us right now.
Well, I
It
reckon
is a
4-head
bottleneck for everyone, but
It's going to be less of a bottleneck for them because let's be real here as well.
they are
They are going to
bullshit
have
with
inherited
mags.
the entirety of SLB's armory as well as the one they already had, right? Like,
Yeah, but
True.
ammo would have been gone by now. The thing about ammo, though,
they
is
could have
that if
loaded
they-
mags though.
If they can manufacture magazines, then they can probably get a lot more ammo than we can because they have that business, right?
Oh, I completely forgot about the fucking blueprint. That makes it even more difficult.
It's not
Have
a
we
big deal
been,
for
have
us
we
right
been
now.
reached out to anybody else about mags?
No.
So also equally that then puts us in a scenario if we need more mags, what are we gonna do? Call in with them mid-war and ask them for mags?
Yeah, but I mean,
I feel like they would, bro, if it was going that
in
way.
in my opinion, you can't look at that type of shit.
Oh no,
We-
I agree.
we
but,
have
like,
mags,
the
but-
whole system is just like it becomes complicated, right? If we're at war with them, business is business, but it's still there's that awkwardness to it, right?
There's still no sign of anyone being able to make guns either.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, realistically, look, we're gonna end up going back head to head with them again at some point. I just think right now is not necessarily the perfect time for that. You can't choose it all the time, but if we can avoid it in a time where we're low on ammo and numbers, then we should.
Only way to avoid it is to call for head, or we just do what we were gonna do with senior buns, or wherever.
That
whatever
won't avoid it.
is
though,
most
that'll
public.
start it.
That'll
would
spark
just
it.
send
They
us
might
into
not
it.
take the
I know,
opportunity,
but-
though.
That is that's starting it on a strong foot, right? Like that's us saying we want to go to the war, we'll do it, and let's start on an advantage.
Gonna call them now.
Yeah, that would
Right then.
doing that would be us kicking off the war with them, but just guaranteeing the first fight goes our way, pretty much, which is huge to be honest.
Yeah.
But
It sets the pace for the whole thing, though, doesn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
The biggest issue we have
Say
is
what we
just
want.
numbers and ammo.
Say whatever you want, but we literally aren't in a position to do a war right now. We don't have people round until like tsunami. So if anyone really wakes up early, they're gonna get terrored. And even like at tsunami, we don't necessarily have a full 6 at the moment. There's been some days where it's like fucking 3 or 4 people. Right, so we all down for a 4-head phone call, yeah?
Give it a go, mate.
I was gonna say I'll whack it on speakerphone, but then I remembered.
Nah.
Right, I'm gonna just piss